I did get the old fuel line, but I did found a problem with it. I think I know what the problem was. The fuel line in it was cracked. So that's definitely the reason why it was running funny. There's that crack right there. That's the reason I know what the problem was, but this fuel line was exactly the same, but it's short. But it will not work on the MS310. So I am gonna have to order me a new type of this side fuel line, but there's a part number, if I can remember. If I can remember that fuel line on it. I'm not sure what this one is, but I'm gonna have to look at this up at the OEM tune-up kit. But I did got the chain. I did got the chain all done. It's finally looking like new, but it looks just like a yellow chain. But I'm gonna leave this part on there, so that way it's a good old yellow chain on the 82-100 XP. I did got me some wedges and my axe and my shield. But this I might be able to take with me to my Uncle Jeb's house. But I think this might be my only one primary saw that I'm going to use. But I still want to use the MS310, but I definitely want to get this thing ready for the big tree job. And with the wrong fuel line I had to it, but this one is cracked, but that's the reason why it was running lean. Running lean on its own and it's not running right, that's what's causing it to do that. So I am going to have to get a right size fuel line for this thing. But this fuel line did look the same, but this one looked the same, but unfortunately it's the a little bit short fuel line, but it did work. But when the carburetor's pushed in, that bends the hose. Kinks the hose in it. But I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or definitely doing weird to it. But I'm not sure what the heck I'm doing. If you guys know how to work on one of these, let me know in the comments. And I may have to get an OEM carburetor for it. But I think I might end up using this carburetor as a parts carburetor for the old carburetor, just in case. But if this carburetor is still worth saving, I'll definitely put this on there. But that's probably what the problem was, is that old fuel line was cracked. That's the reason why this saw is running lean, and it leans on its own, and by moving the chain at full speed on its own. So I would eventually take my MS291 with me for this one, since I did use it from a year later. Or I could just definitely bring my Salem Pro. Or I could just definitely bring my Salem Pro. Or the Husqvarna 455 Farm Tough. Or the Home Light Big Red. But I still want to give this fan a try. By cutting a lot of wood with it. But I still want to give this fan a try. But I did put a new fuel filter in it. It did work with a new fuel filter in it. And it did help. And I put a new air filter in it. So this is going to be a new air filter for it. I still got the original one. I'll still use that original one. But now I got 2 air filters for it. And 2 carburetors. I might end up using this as spare just in case. Because the old one is still working. But it's not the carburetor's fault. It was definitely the fuel line's fault. Well, that little luggage is missing. That goes over there to the back of the carburetor. I'm not sure where it went. I'm going to have to find it. Or I'm going to have to replace it. But I'm still going to take this fan with me. I might be able to use one saw. But I still want to bring my MS-310. When I do get it running good again, without adjusting the carburetor, I'll be a happy camper. Well, anyways, here's an update on my Stihl MS-310 Farm Boss. But if I had to get an OEM part off of Amazon, it would take about another week for it to show up, I think. But I might be able to take this one with me because I know it's a Chinese chainsaw, but a 62cc saw, just like a Penguin. I might be able to use that one again. But I think I'm going to take this one with me. But this time I'm only going to bring 2 chainsaws instead of all of them at the same time. But anyways, hope y'all liked the video of the update on the MS-310. Leave a comment and tell me how I'm going to be able to get a new fuel line for it. And I'll see you next time. Mikey out.